Personal filmmaking seems to be more popular than ever before. It's actually been a hobby in my family for generations, possibly because there's always some newfangled camera to try out, but I suspect also because, like those who have lived for centuries before, we've always loved the ability to record and share stories with others. I do get drawn in by those who really understand the dynamics of sound or the importance of lighting, or those who know how to create emotion with the science of colour or storyboard B-roll in such a way that it captures and communicates a message almost magically. 3 shots I've heard make for good cinematography: wide angle, medium and close-up. We often view life in similar ways. There's always something happening in the world around us. We see things, we hear about them, we observe how they change the landscape or even impact on the lives of others. Often we're aware of how those broader or collective experiences might have impact on us. Sometimes we're the ones who are actually at the centre of the story. Or it may be that we become the victim of something that seems to pass others completely by. It's particularly in those moments that within our mind and heart we question most deeply. I may be in a world where bad things happen. I may even experience those things alongside of others. But how do I cope with those things personally? If you were to bring the camera right up close to me, how uncomfortable then would I feel? The impacts of recent floods on our area have had a broad and wide-ranging effect. For some, the crisis rose and fell just as quickly as the waters themselves. They were interested to see how high the waters might rise, but were never in any real particular danger. For others, the floods were and still are a very personal story. They were faced with real danger and uncomfortable uncertainty. Thankfully, we've got communities where many volunteers are not content to leave those personal problems to others. They go without sleep themselves. They put their own lives at risk. They get their hands and boots dirty, preparing, rescuing, sharing in the cleanup, and even in the repair and the rebuild. How do you really see close up those who have lost land, stock, access, work, family, friends, business or livestock? How do you help when those feelings are all too obvious, but hope and comfort seem to be hidden and forever taken away? Perhaps those 3 perspectives can help us. Broadly speaking, the world is not simply governed by disaster. How often have you seen or experienced a silver lining, something beautiful in the midst of a tragedy? When has a stranger come by at just the right time, or a friend called you seemingly out of the blue? When have you noticed the new sprig of growth on a charred tree, or a bird singing despite the sodden earth? Those things remind us that good still exists, and that those good things are meant for us personally. Even though many may pass me by, it's the one who stops to help, who gives me all the help I need in the world. Those things I can take to heart. They speak to my heart and my mind and give me strength to take the next step, resilience to tackle the next challenge, and hope to get past the next obstacle. I've been taken by how many large trees have simply been uprooted and washed away by rising waters. They were once so dominant in the landscape, and now, though you look for them, they can't be found. Well, I've found many of them washed up along the beaches that have also been robbed of so much sand. But even if you were to find the very tree you lost, could you return it to the place where it was? No, those places will be taken by young saplings who will now benefit from open canopies filled with light. They will put their roots down into the remaining banks and follow them down deep as the water recedes. Jeremiah 17:7-8 says, "Blessed are those who trust in the Lord and have made the Lord their hope and confidence. They're like trees planted along a river bank with roots that reach deep into the water. Such trees will not be bothered by the heat or worried by long months of drought. Their leaves will stay green and they will never stop producing fruit. Jesus offers this hope to all who look to him for meaning, for strength, and for hope. There was a blind man who everyone else passed by and ignored, but Jesus stopped, took notice of him, and when Jesus asked him what he wanted most, he received his sight because of his faith. So take heart, whatever your circumstance or place in the world, no matter what you're facing, or how others have treated you, or who might be to blame, despite all that you may be feeling or struggling through, Jesus is calling you. Come to me, all who labour and are heavy laden, he says, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart. You will find rest for your souls. God bless you in your journey, in your circumstances, and in your future.